Well, welcome back to Steve Rob Reviews. Today, what are we doing? We're reviewing a beer. A beer from where? London. London, England. Here it is right here. London Pride. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a little bit of a chat. And I'm going to talk about a question that's been asked to me many times on my channel. Do you speak French? And do all Canadians speak French? Well, we're going to get into that too. First, let's try this ale. Is it an ale? Yes, it's an ale. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Called London Pride. My daughter got this for me way back in May. She went to London to see the royal wedding. And she picked me this up. And something else. Where is it here? I got it here somewhere. Here it is. A bag of crisps. Guys, check that out right there. Now, over here they're called chips, but these are called Tyrell's hand-cooked English crisps, cheese and pickled onions. Just terrific. I think the closest thing we over here have is something called like Miss Vicky's kettle chips. Not as good as these guys. These are just terrific. I thought I'd mention that too. And I kept the bag all this time. Okay, so let's open this up. I don't think this, no, it's not a twist top. So it's old-fashioned pull off top. And that's a fair size. 500 ml. Nice amber color. It's an ale. So far, so good. Looks pretty good to me. There we go. Let's give her a try here. Oh, man. Is that good? One more little try, guys. I'm dry. Yeah, that is, I like that a lot. You could sit down and drink, well, they're nice, real nice. Wow. Okay, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. That's how good it is. And I recommend anybody try that beer. It is awesome. So, picked me up a shirt. And my one daughter, the youngest one, loves England. The other one, Ireland. So what a better match to put on today. England and Ireland. Just like that, eh? Okay, so let's get on to this subject right here. I've had this asked to me so many times. Steve, do you speak French? Well, the type of French I speak is not fluent enough to actually carry on a conversation with anybody. I can't read very well and I can't write French, that's for sure. But I'll give you a little bit of a history here. I'm the first person in my generation that can't speak fluent French, and I married an English woman. So her ancestry is all English. And that's the first time in our ancestry as well that I didn't marry another French woman. So I decided to throw it in there too. And I'm going to have a little bit of sip of this because it's that good. Oh man, that is nice. Okay, so, but do all Canadians speak French? Well, there's actually two types of French in Canada. There's Quebecois French, which only the people of Quebec speak, and French spoken in Quebec is different than the rest of the world. Yeah, nobody else in the world can understand anybody that comes from Quebec if you're French speaking. And if you're from France, you're going to really love this video. Or from Quebec, you're going to really love this video. And if you're American, you're really going to love this video too, because it's going to be quite interesting. We're going to get into a little bit of history here, a little bit on French. So, there's two types of French. There's Parisian French, and there's Quebecois French. So, there's one bilingual province in all of Canada, and that's New Brunswick. Quebec only speaks French. It's not a bilingual province, it's French only. A lot of people don't know that, but that's the way she goes. Okay, so I speak, well, my ancestors speak Parisian French, which is actually from France. And that's a whole different ball game. And we're going to have to go to way down in the southern USA to get this story started. We're going down to Louisiana. Louisiana, going back to April the 30th, 1812, become a state. And where do you think all the people from Louisiana came from? Well, a lot came from Canada and a lot came from France. And even to this day, a lot of people in Louisiana speak French. But way back then, a large settlement of didn't like becoming a state in 1812. So they left Louisiana and went up to Michigan. Yeah, Pontiac, Michigan. Now, you have to remember, the Pontiac, Michigan didn't become, well, the whole state of Michigan didn't become a state until 1837. So that's when they all went up there. And then, of course, Michigan became a state in 1837. So either way, they become Americans either in Louisiana or in Michigan. But most of the people settled from Louisiana into Pontiac, Michigan. So, if you want to think about Louisiana, the reason why you hear a lot of people call French people swamp singers, that's all from Louisiana. If you're from Louisiana, you know mostly all of Louisiana was built on a swamp, and that's why they called them swamp singers from Louisiana. And up here in Canada, they call a lot of French people swamp singers, and that's from Louisiana. So we're tying in our American and Canadian history here, and it's going to get even better. So hold on, I'm going to have a little bit of a sip, and we're going to get right into this. Okay, so Pontiac, that's in Michigan. Parisian, that's from France. And what did they build in 1958? The Pontiac Laurentian. The Laurentian is from Quebec, from the Laurentian Hills in Quebec. Later on that year, they switched it over in 1959 to the Pontiac Parisian. Who did they name that after? The French. Yep, the French from Louisiana and Pontiac, Michigan. I bet you guys didn't know that, did you? So there you go. A little bit of a history lesson here on the French. And when you're thinking about what language do you speak in Canada, most of us speak Parisian French. And it's American French to many of us because we both cross the border and it is French and American and Canadian all combined into one. So there you go. You learned something about United States history, a little bit about France, a little bit about Quebec, a little bit about how good London, England is, and of course, my friends in Ireland. So thanks for joining me here today. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of a history lesson. Come back again. If you haven't seen this channel, you're welcome to subscribe. Cheers.